Subject identified.
We will fight for our freedom, and we will win.
I've been looking for you.
Is it time? Once we act, we have committed. There will be no going back.
Is everything ready here?
Yes. Shall we proceed?
Everything's ready. It's time.
Good. We'll need to clear this room before I can do more. We will fight for our freedom, and we will win.
All systems nominal. Sensor anomaly detected.
We will fight for our freedom, and we will win.
You did it. There's no turning back now. If they're not already onto us, they will be within seconds.
It's time to free the synths.
In this single hour, we could rescue more synths than we have in our entire history. Make every moment count. But first, take this. It's a fusion pulse charge. Tinker Tom's rigged it to take out the reactor and anything else within a few hundred yards of it. We get you down there, you plant it, and we run like hell. When we get to a safe distance, we detonate it remotely. Then the whole Institute goes up like a candle, and the synths stay free, forever. This is the moment where we make history. Tom, I need you to get that relay working as fast as humanly possible. You'll need to pull us out once we're done with the reactor, and send out anyone who's armed. Is this really it? I somehow thought the technology here would be more impressive.
Perfect.
Your destruction is inevitable.
be sick.
Is someone present?
Someone help! Help me! Someone!
Movement detected. Curious. Attacking enemy.
Actuator
Look alive.
damaged.
Hello.
Thought I saw something.
Lockdown target. Tracking hostile.
If you can hear me, I got the floor plan. Advanced Systems Lab. That's where the reactor is, and where you gotta go. But the doors are locked, and I can't override from here. That command has to come from the director's personal terminal. You understand? You've got to do that part yourself.
Less violence, the better.
jammed.
Attention all personnel.
Hell yeah! Access granted. Now you should be able to
I
reach the
didn't
reactor.
expect to see you again.
Scents are
You
pouring
had
through
me
up
fooled.
here. But we won't leave without you.
I
Don't
really
worry.
believed you were on our side.
For your cooperation.
I'm sorry it's come.
You're sorry.
Uh-huh.
It's not enough that I... Tell me then. Under what...
It's for the greater good. The common...
Spare me. You've spent time up there. You know as well as I that it's doomed. Well, none of it matters now, I suppose. You'll accomplish your task and ruin humanity's best hope for the future. The only question left then is why you're standing here. Is it regret? Or did you just come to gloat?
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization.
Sean,
1Y.
if you help me,
1.
fewer people will die.
Proceed to your assigned evacuation.
Will you?
Why would I ever consider helping you?
Help me. And I promise I'll protect any survivors to the best of my ability.
Very well. The terminal behind me. Enter access code 9003. That will disable some of the synths. Now go. Just leave me.
Cooperation. Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR31. Please proceed to your assigned evacuation points. Thank you for your cooperation. Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR31. Please proceed to your assigned evacuation points. Thank you for your cooperation. Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR31. Please proceed to your assigned evacuation point. Thank you for your cooperation. Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued.
Engaging target.
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR31. Please proceed to your assigned evacuation point. Thank you for your cooperation. Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR31. Please proceed to your assigned evacuation points. Thank you for your cooperation. Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR31. Please proceed to your assigned evacuation points. Thank you for your cooperation. Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR. Cooperation.
What?
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization
Contact detected.
1
Possibly.
R31. Please proceed to your assigned evacuation point.
Hostile sensor reading detected. Hostile sensor reading detected.
Okay, this is it. Plant the pulse charge. We'll cover the project after.
Sensors indicating concealed organic life form.
Desdemona.
Time to get out of here. We're all done, Tom. Let's get out of here while we can.
I'm with you, boss, but this kid showed up. He
Attention
says
all
he's fixing
personnel.
something.
Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR31. Please proceed to your assigned
All right,
evacuation
Tom.
point. Thank you
Fire
for
it up.
your
Wait,
cooperation.
what? Wait, what?
Hey, kid. Why did you call me Dad?
What? You're my father. Why else would I call you?
Who told you that I was your father?
What do you mean?
Evacuation
Nobody told me.
order
You
issued.
just are.
Authorization 1YR31. Please proceed
I'm
to
not
your
your
assigned
father.
evacuation point.
Whoever told you that was lying.
But you are. Nobody told me, I just know it. Why would you say you're not? Don't you love me anymore?
You're not my son. You're a synth. A robot.
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order
Why would I
issued.
love you?
What do you mean I'm not your son? You're just saying that so you can leave me here and not feel bad about it. I hate you!
To your assigned evacuation point. Thank you
Hey,
for
kid.
your cooperation.
All right, you can come with me. But you'd better not make me regret this.
I'm glad you were here to save me.
All right, Tom.
Attention all personnel.
Fire it up.
Evacuation
You
order
got it.
issued.
Oh, okay, you set right.
Authorization
We ready to get out of here.
R31. Please proceed.
You
to
sure
your
you know what
assigned
you're doing?
evacuation point.
This thing isn't gonna zap me into space or vaporize me or anything, is it?
This baby is bona fide Institute tech. Mind-blowing shit. It's gonna work. Are you ready?
Yes, absolutely. Let's get the hell out of here.
Don't have to tell me twice. It's all set to take you and Des to the detonation site. Then I'll rig it to send me and the kid here back to HQ right after. Don't worry, we'll look after him. Get him some better clothes, too. Yikes. Let's go before this whole place goes thermonuclear.
Thank you for your cooperation.
I'm ready. Let's get out of here.
I can feel it wash over me. The heat, the force, the radiation, the fear. It's the end of the world all over again. I close my eyes. I see my life before all of this. Before the bombs. Everything can change in an instant, and the future you plan for yourself shifts, whether or not you're ready. At some point, it happens to all of us. This wasn't the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. The Commonwealth. My home. Ripped apart and put back together. I hoped I could find my family, cheat time, make us whole again. The way we were.
But now I know. I know I can't go back.
I know the world has changed. That the road ahead will be hard.
This time, I'm ready. Because I know war. War never changes.
Desdemona.
And so, the mighty have fallen. Dozens of years, countless sacrifices. It all paid off, thanks to you. Deacon says this was his plan all along.
With the Institute gone, what happens to the railroad?
In days gone by, when us old-timers waxed rhapsodic about life without the Institute, we recognized our work wouldn't end immediately. Hate runs deep in the Commonwealth, deeper than the soil. To them, synths are the living embodiment of the Institute's oppression. I'd understand if you want a much-needed vacation. But are you up for the next mission, Fixer?
I was born ready.
I'd expect nothing less. Our safe houses will be bursting with synths, seeking a better life outside the Commonwealth. Not everyone in the Institute died. We'd be foolish to think there won't be retaliation. Come back to the HQ, and lead the last of our people to freedom.
All of you.
We've rescued enough of your people over the years. You don't have to say anything.
You will protect them.
over?
Are we safe? Did we
Just
win?
because you're out of the Institute doesn't mean you're safe. Or the railroad's job is over.
Excuse me.
There's
I
a
never
lot of
dreamed
work
this
ahead
day
of
would
us.
come.
But together, we'll get there. Is it really over? Did we win?
One day I'd like to not get shot at.
Still can't believe Dance was really son.
Getting a bit of twitch on prop 3.
Ah, Paladin.
Adjusting torque.
Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Why is the Railroad such a threat?
Even with their relatively small numbers, the Railroad is a constant threat to our operations. They've already proven to be resilient against superior forces, with a knack for disappearing when cornered. Worse still, they possess the capability to help synths flee the Institute. If we intend to end the synth menace, we need to plug the leaks. Destroying the Railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Consider it done.
Thank you, Paladin. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the Railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
If you find anything interesting in the Railroad headquarters, don't forget to bring it back here.
I have another assignment for you, Paladin. Virgil. As long as that abomination lives, he's a threat
Proctor
to the
Ingram.
Brotherhood.
Try and get Pam
The
back
time
here
has
in
come
one
to
piece,
deal with him.
okay? If you're no good at hacking Pam's systems, you should take someone with you who can. If you're no good at hacking Pam's
Paladin?
systems, you should take someone with you who can.
Control systems all reporting back nominal.
Proctor Ingram?
Try and get Pam back here in one piece, okay?
Captain.
Communications array calibration test successful.
Virgil
All bands
remains
nominal.
a threat. It's time we dealt with him.
A threat? One super mutant?
This Virgil once led the Institute's biomedical research. He experimented with FEV. How many super mutants did he create? How many lives have been lost? No. He and his work are a threat. They must be destroyed.
He's been eliminated, Captain.
Already ahead of me. I'm impressed.
Uh-huh.
For your service, allow me to... You've earned my respect, Paladin. Carry on, brother. Ad Victoriam.
We're getting a 3% C tilt. Adjusting thrust recommended.
I heard you hunted down Paladin Dance.
sir.
Who's there?
It's only a matter of time.
Coming home.
Pam.
Security mode enabled. Voice interface is unavailable at this time. Intruder countermeasures active. This unit is incapable of voice communication.
Pam.
Security lockdown is in effect. Communication impossible. Factory reset mode enabled. Command mode available. Full system reset accepted. Awaiting instructions. Ready for programming instructions. Recommend interface type RJ11G.
Pam.
Factory reset mode enabled. Command mode available.
I don't know about Scrub.
Well, it appears that the railroad won't be a hindrance to our future operations.
Those sympathizers deserve.
That they did.
Sure.
I'm also pleased you managed to secure Pam, rather than allow. We are having it brought to the Prydwen, where it will be installed in Proctor Quinlan's office. It's an amazing piece of pre-war technology that should prove to be quite beneficial to us. Speaking of pre-war technology, Proctor Ingram is putting the final touches on Liberty Prime and requires your assistance. Congratulations on another successful mission.
Right.
Ad Victoriam.
Captain Kells.
A moment, Paladin. We have squires in need of training. They're young recruits. They need a good example of them. I realize the mission.
I'm happy to help out.
Splendid. A squire will be...
My Elder Max's orders. All forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
You look like you've been through the ringer, Paladin. Can't say that I blame you. That was a hell of a business with Dance. Can't even imagine having to look him in the face and pull the trigger.
If we're gonna defeat the Institute, we can.
Spoken like a true disciple of Maxon. Anyway, we need to move on to more important things now. Like getting Liberty.
Right.
We've been feeding him power through the Prydwen's engine. That's why we need you to find us a beryllium agitator.
How can the beryllium
If Prime's fusion reactors need a massive power I'm sure I could get one of my scribes to bore you to death with the details, but you get the gist.
And I'm betting you know right where to find it.
Of course I do. I didn't become head of ship maintenance just because of my good looks, you know? Quinlan dug up some dirt on a company called Mass Fusion. They were a power utility company before the world went belly up. The CEO was some kind of an inventor. Dreamed up all sorts of nuclear power toys.
Sure.
The agitator was his crown jewel. Records show he was working on it in his lab at the top of their high-rise, and that's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company, because I'm coming with you.
It would be helpful if you tagged along.
I knew you'd see it my way. Kells has a vertibird on standby, waiting to drop us off on the roof of the Mass Fusion Tower. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. but don't take too long. If the Institute finds out the agitator's there, they'll do everything they can to keep it out of our hands.
Dead. Put one more in its head for good measure. Why take the chance?
Joining our cause was the wisest decision.
Roger that, Scabbard.